What's up? It's your boy Jayceon coming at you with another video. Before I start this tutorial, I want to make sure that you don't miss any of my posts, so make sure you subscribe and turn on post notifications. It's that little bell. Alright, now back to this tutorial. As you can see, I'm just doing my eyebrows with the Anastasia Brow Freeze pomade. So since my eyebrows aren't really done, I like to brush the front up and then just kind of swoop the tail. It just makes it easier to cover with makeup. And then when I put the pomade on, I like to brush the opposite direction of my eyebrows, as you can see. So after the pomade, let the pomade dry a little bit and then go ahead and go in with the eyeshadow. Now, this process for me takes a while because, like I said, my eyebrows are not done. But however long it takes you, if you have tweezed eyebrows or they're not tweezed, just take your time because eyebrows are important. Eyebrows matter. Always using like a dark brown or a charcoal gray. To do my brows just so that it's light. We want it to look as natural as possible. And then sometimes I like to go in at the tail with black. Depends on how I feel. You just want to make sure that you map out your shape. Even if your brows aren't the shape that you're trying to create, make sure that you create the shape that you want, so then later we can outline it and make it stand out with the concealer. Yeah, watching this makes me want to get the tweezers and just let have on my brows because this is taking too long. Alright, here we're using the multi-sculpting Too Faced concealer in the color Mocha. And we're just going to carve out the brow, starting underneath the brow. Had a hair on there or something. Look at that. See what we're doing? I'm my own worst critic though. It's not clean enough. Like the shape is not clean enough for me, and I hate that I have to put the concealer over the hairs. So like I said, it's time to pluck. Excuse me if I repeat myself too much. I'm sorry. And then after we outline the brow, we're going to want to drag that concealer down and then blend that in. So as you see, I dragged it down. And now we're going to blend it out. Now, it's up to you. We're prepping the eye for eyeshadow. Sometimes you can use concealer if you feel like that, but I like to use P.Louise Shadow Base. And also, if you have eyes like me and you don't use an eyeshadow base, make sure you set your eyes with setting powder. Some people will say, "No, you don't have to do that," but you do, because stuff moves when you have eyes like that are, the double hooded eyes. Like, stuff moves, and if you don't want to have to be correcting your eyeshadow over and over again, I suggest you have a base, or at least start with concealer. I think people that say that you don't have to set the concealer are the ones who don't have eye shapes like this. But I know there's some times where I've tried to do it without an eye base or not setting my concealer, and it's like I close my eyes or I blink or look to the side or up, and my whole eyeshadow look is messed up, and I gotta go through and fix all the stuff that I did, which can be really annoying if you did an eye look that has so much detail with different colors and, the blend. You don't want that to happen. So better safe than sorry. So I'm using the Juvia's Place palette. I don't know what color these are, but this is orange. I don't know the names of the colors, but this is an orange color that I thought was pretty. And when I started this eye look, I didn't really know what I wanted. I kind of made my mind up as I went. So I just knew I wanted my base to be orange though. Juvia's Place eyeshadows are very pigmented, so and that brow is starting to look all weird. Let's see, I have OCD, so sometimes that sets in as I'm doing my makeup, and I'm like, what? But whatever you see that you don't like, just go back and fix it later. Now I'm going back in with my P.Louise eyeshadow base. Just carving out a space for the next color that I want to put on my lid. See, just looking up, because when I look up, it's going to mark, just making sure that I'm in the boundaries of where my eyelid hits when I look up. Just make sure you get a nice round shape. And I like to do this even if I'm doing like a cut crease, a half cut crease, whatever it may be. I like to cut into my eyeshadow and get that foundation set for my next color. So I guess you can say this is kind of like a half cut crease. So the next color I'm going into is this blue. It's like a light shimmer blue. I try to do colorful looks, but sometimes it changes as I go, because I'm just like, I don't like this. Let's tweak this. And it ends up being something I like, but sometimes it's not originally what I was going for, but that's okay. Back into the orange. Just blending that orange into the blue. Blending. And just make sure you blend those colors together. And you can cover some of the blue, not all of it, but we brought some of the orange over the blue. Whatever you do, just make sure you blend, because we want the colors to effortlessly blend into each other. So I wasn't really satisfied with just the orange, so what I did was I was like, I'm gonna add brown. So even though we started with the orange base, I'm like, let's make this brown and blue. So that's what we did. So I started at the outer V of the eye and just made that as dark as I could, and just gradually worked that brown into the crease of the eye. As you can see here. See, now it's like mostly brown, but you can see the orange in the back peeking through. That's what we want. Just make sure it's all blended out. Next, we're gonna do the liner. I had ran out of liner I hadn't had liner for a while, so I was excited this day to use the liner, because an eyeshadow look with no liner is it's just not the same. So just do little strokes. This is the Fenty Beauty Fly Liner, liquid liner pen. And it works really good. Just take your time and take little strokes. Like I said, take your time. Sometimes I'm gonna repeat myself, because you really do need to just enjoy the process and not really rush, because on this part, if you mess it up, that means you gotta, some stuff you can fix, but if you really, really mess it up, then you're gonna have to start over. Like a tail of the eyeliner you can fix, but like this part right here, you can go thicker and thicker, but there comes a point where you get too thick and then it doesn't even look right. Well, I'm not gonna say it doesn't look right. I'm gonna say it's not the look we were going for. That's what I'll say. So here you can see I'm just trying to get them the same, get the thickness of the liner the same on both sides. Mind you, I don't have my contacts in and I can't wear my glasses to do this stuff, so I can't really see that well. So I gotta get up close and personal with the mirror. That looks about the same to me. Now we're gonna do our wing. Just follow that lower lash line and go out and in. People want to know where you started. Just follow the lower lash line. Like, see here. Right there is the lower lash line. Just come out and then go in. And there you go. And just fill that in. Alright, so now we're putting on the lashes, which can be a little hard sometimes. These lashes are so old, I don't have any new ones, so just go ahead and use these again. Go ahead and just put the glue on the lash and just get it on your lashes and just do the best you can. I like to take a mirror and put it right above my head just to make sure that the lash is on right. And that one looked okay, so. Some people like to paint the glue actually on the eyelid, and that can work too. I might have to try that sometime. See, I'm shaking my head because I'm like, stuff wants to be difficult. Like, come on, lash. Come on, lash. Unnecessary. What I was just doing, unnecessary. But let's see. I don't know what I'm looking at. Just put the lash on. Okay, so I decided I got the lash on, even though I didn't get that last one on video. So now we're putting the foundation on. Today I decided I want to use a sponge for my foundation. So as you can see, that's what I'm doing. I'm patting the foundation in. Also, make note, this foundation color is too dark for me. It's like a summer color. I know it's summer, but if I would have to be out in the sun just a little bit more for it to match my skin. But it's the only foundation that I have, so we gonna make it work. That's what we do here on this channel. Whatever we have, we just make it work. And as you can see, I'm just blending the foundation out on the lower half of my face. I'm not putting any on my forehead because I'm going to be wearing a bandana, so I'm not going to waste makeup just putting it up there. So it's my little secret from me. If I didn't make this video, you guys would never know. You'd think there was makeup under the bandana. But yeah, I'm not going to waste makeup and put it up there on my forehead when you're not going to be able to see it. So now I'm going to go in with NARS concealer, and this color is light as heck. But you know what? It works. You'll see. Like I was saying not that long ago, I'm low on products, so just kind of got to do with what you got. Just for a little nose contour. And then again, I'm taking my beauty blender and blending. Go ahead and blend that highlight out. Blend that concealer out for the highlight. And see, like when it's all clumped together, before you blend it, it looks way too light. But then when you blend it out, it works. If I could go back and do something differently while I was putting my makeup on, I would have put more foundation on, because you can still see the hyperpigmentation through the foundation. I'm just not a big fan. This is supposed to be soft glam, so with soft glam, I'm not really a big fan of putting like a thick amount of makeup on, because it's supposed to be soft. Like soft glam to me is like your skin, but better. And you can see me staring into the mirror a whole lot because I can't see like I was saying. Here's another NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer. This one we're going to use for contouring our cheeks. Just to suck those cheeks in a little bit. Yep, and just blend that out. I like to do circular motions, blending upwards. Always blend up. With everything, blend up because you want to lift the face up. You blend down, you're going to be making your face look, opposite of what we want. Excuse me. Just blend up. I'm basically blending into the hollows of the cheeks when I suck my cheeks in right there. And then whatever's left over, I'm just going down the side of my nose for a quick little contour. What are you looking for? Oh, so now we're going in with the setting powder, Ben Nye Banana Setting Powder. And you can use a sponge for this, but like I've said in many of my videos, I just like to use a brush first before I go in and use a sponge, or if I even go in and use a sponge at all. Go ahead and put that all over, underneath the eyes and on the nose. And just blend that out. If you want to bake, then you can, but really this is a soft glam look, so I don't feel like it's necessary. Then we're going in with the Mented Vacay bronzer. And when I use my bronzer, I kind of use it like blush. Hence why I'm cheesing and getting my cheeks all big. Then we're going to do the black eyeliner, lower lash line. And then I want some mascara on the lower lashes, so we're going to go ahead and use that Huda Beauty mascara. This mascara is almost gone. I'm going to be sad when I have no more. It's a really good mascara. It's got the two sides on it, one side for volume and one side for length. Now we're doing the Chestnut lip liner, MAC Chestnut lip liner. It's, what do they call it, a holy grail when you use a product a lot? A holy grail? I don't know. But I use this color a lot. And then I'm going in with this orangish pink lip gloss that's also from MAC. And that's it. That is the look. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and make sure you come back and see me